What's happening, Netflix fans? I am the Owl here with a teaser review. The official teaser has released for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, his newest film that is going to be released on Netflix in November. So Netflix had their Tadum event this past weekend where they released a whole bunch of teasers and first looks and announcements. And this was one of them. This was a film that they announced, what was it, a couple of years back, I think, that Guillermo was working on this. Dang, he's been working on this for a while. I think possibly this was affected by the both the strikes going on and stuff like that. So it took a while for him to get this movie out. But I was really excited to see this because not only because I am a big fan of the Universal monsters: Frankenstein, the Wolfman, Dracula, Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, stuff like that. I've been a big fan of those monsters, and I've been clamoring for them to reinvigorate the Universal monster franchise. They initially tried to do that with the Dark Universe, and that miserably failed. And ever since then, they just went back to just doing individual films. We know director-driven movies, not worrying about turning it into a universe or a big franchise. Because we had stuff like the 2020 Invisible Man, which was really good. We had Renfield with Nicolas Cage that I thought was a lot of fun. I did not see the remake of Wolfman yet. I do want to see that at some point. I heard mixed things about it. I love the Brendan Fraser Mummy that came out in 1999. But yeah, ever since the Tom Cruise version of the Mummy that came out in 2017, yeah, they just abandoned the whole Universal Monster franchise thing and just went back to doing individual films. Um, so when it came to this, there seem to be a lot of Frankenstein movies that are going to be coming out in the next couple of years. Because not only is this one coming out, but also there was supposed to be a Blumhouse James Gunn, maybe I'm sorry, not James Gunn, James Wan produced Frankenstein movie, or was it Chloe Zhao working on her? No, Chloe Zhao was working on the Dracula, whatever the modern Dracula thing. I don't know if she's still working on that or whatever. But anyway, so between the Guillermo del Toro one, we had the James Wan produced Frankenstein one that Universal I think is still trying to work on that. And then what was it? Maggie Gyllenhaal is directing a Bride of Frankenstein movie with Christian Bale. Um, so yeah, we have a lot of Frankenstein movies coming out pretty soon. Um, and so this was just, I guess, going to be thrown into the loop there. Now, this actually Guillermo del Toro was actually trying to do Universal monster movies for Universal for a while, because originally he pitched an idea for Creature from the Black Lagoon to Universal, but they rejected it, and then Guillermo just ended up turning that into the Shape of Water film that he released, which won him a lot of awards and stuff like that. And part of me was thinking, like, man, why would you reject Guillermo's ideas to reinvigorate the Universal Monster franchise? Because he obviously loves working on different monsters and creatures. So why would you do that? So yeah, he had to go to Netflix to work on this stuff here, and that's how we got this. Now, hearing that Oscar Isaac was going to be playing the scientist Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein, I thought, great. Perfect casting. I think he's going to knock it out of the park. Um, Now, who they're actually getting for Frankenstein's monster, I've seen him in a couple of things, but I not really like know him very well. Jacob Elordi is actually playing the monster, which that's an interesting casting there. Getting actually a pretty boy to play Frankenstein. I mean, he has the height for it though. He's 6'5", so that's actually perfect height for a Frankenstein. So yeah, I was curious to see what his Frankenstein is going to look. Obviously, he's going to have his own Guillermo del Toro stamp on there as far as the visuals and the look and the supernatural stuff in there, which makes it really exciting. So yeah, we finally got this teaser, and it looks really cool. It really does. It looks like Guillermo del Toro, like he had his own freaking stamp on this movie. Like it, like the visuals, the set design, the costume work looks immaculate. It looks great. Um, I'm like, it reminds me of like how visually interesting that his Pinocchio was, on Netflix as well. That visually looked amazing too. But yeah, I like that it doesn't. It's not the typical Frankenstein that we knew from the classic monster stuff. Like he's trying to lean more towards the novelization of Frankenstein, which I think that's very refreshing. So I'm interested to see how he's going to tackle the more the book version of it. Um, and yeah, just the look of the glimpse of Frankenstein that we have here, because we didn't get like a full look of him, like because he either is cloaked in like a giant hoodie garb thing, or like he's just like his face is covered from the mask that he's on him when he's like being experimented on and stuff like that. But yeah, it looks like a very unique look we're gonna get from Frankenstein that we're not usually gonna get. We're not gonna get like the bolts on his neck. We're not gonna get the big head with the flat top, whatever. So I'm really interested to see how he's going to tackle all of that. And the cast we got here, we got Christoph Waltz in here as well. I'm interested to see what he's going to do in the film too. But yeah, visually it just feels like Guillermo del Toro. And if you love Guillermo del Toro, you're gonna love this. And literally, I'm just looking at this, being like, Universal, you messed up here. You really did. You should not have let Guillermo go. If anyone could have helmed the Dark Universe and actually gave it a unique visual style, it could have been Guillermo. Like I don't even know what possessed them to get Alex Kurtzman to do the Dark Universe. I like it. Like I know, like financially, he's been responsible for the more successful blockbusters or whatever. But like, I don't know. It just feels like Guillermo understands the Universal monsters more than Alex Kurtzman. And yeah, I know Tom Cruise was trying to interfere in a lot of that stuff too, trying to turn it into an action blockbuster instead of like gothic horror. And like that's what the movie should be, and that's what it looks like this Guillermo version is going to be. So, and I don't know about you, but I got chills when you heard Frankenstein speak and he said Victor. I was like, ooh, chills down my spine. I like that. I cannot wait to see him more in action in this movie. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this, bro. I cannot wait for November. We're going to be eating really good in November, December, stuff like that, with all the stuff coming out. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Can't wait to see this. I hope if this is successful, I hope he tries to do other Universal monsters. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Netflix is going to really care for him to do the other Universal stuff. And there's only so much they can do because Blumhouse and Universal are still doing stuff. But man, I would love to see his take on other monsters too. Like that would be really cool. But I don't know if he's even interested in that. We'll see what happens. This looks really cool. Those are my thoughts on Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein teaser. What did you guys think about it? Are you guys excited for Frankenstein? Are you guys looking forward to his version, his take? Do you think there's too many Frankensteins going on? Are you guys more excited for the Maggie Gyllenhaal Bride movie? Are you guys still looking forward to the James Wan produced Frankenstein? Do you guys want to see Guillermo tackle more Universal monsters, or you guys like what Blumhouse is doing with their stuff so far, or you just feel like they should just leave the monsters alone, leave the Universal monsters alone? Comment your thoughts down below and let me know.